Welcome to part two. I'm sorry. Apparently, when we started to do that video, YouTube was downloading some information for us and kind of messed things up. So let's consider this part two of You Promised Purchasing Power. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where we left off. Okay, and I'm gonna try to pick up the pieces and continue. You see, I'm fascinated by the fact that the whole world knows that Iraq is about to reinstate its currency. This whole conversation, this whole video is all in my opinion. Nobody knows the date, nobody knows the rate. This is a speculative investment. Everything that I'm about to say is my opinion, unless we show you an article or something. Now, I find it fascinating that the whole world, ever since about 10 days ago, ever since the IMF told the world that Iraq is Article 8, I find it interesting that every day since that, there have been many sources talking about that subject with good understanding that Iraq is about to reinstate its currency. It's no secret. But what is a secret is the day that they decide to add value to it. But every day, in my opinion, ever since about 10 days ago, the IMF literally embarrassed Iraq, the CBI, and told everybody. Now, you know from the last video, in my opinion, why the IMF told everybody that Iraq is Article 8. Isn't that right, President Donald Trump, wherever he may be? Because I believe that the international community wanted to vet this information. President Trump, you sure? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. All righty. Want me to prove it to you? Yeah. IMF. Tell these countries that I've been visiting that Iraq is Article 8. And that people, companies, investors, contractors can come into the country of Iraq with the confidence of knowing that their money will not be stolen out of the banks of Iraq like it used to be. Thank you, Iran. No, no more. You see, that's important for all these investors, for all these countries that are talking with Donald Trump, in my opinion. So, yesterday, the professor from the university comes out and he says, hey, weren't you going to add value? Yeah, we are. Well, add value to your currency, man. It'll be good for your economy. Okay. Okay, so, and the day before, the CBI came out and said, yeah, it's just day after day. Now, today, here's a good one. Today, this is a very respected individual, by the way. He's Saudi Arabian. And he comes out, and his name is Abdul Jalil al-Zubadi. And I was going to do a little role play, but the heck with it. Let me just be serious and read to you what it says. This gentleman is talking to the media, okay? And he's telling the media in Iraq, it seems that Mr. Adel Abdul Mahdi, the Prime Minister of Iraq, plan is to pump money into the market and increase the purchasing power. Wow. How you know that? I guess he went to the right meetings. You know, the CBI meetings. Yeah. Where he was invited to listen. Where Walking Sticks Firm is invited. This man is telling the internet, anybody that's willing to listen, that Mahdi, the Prime Minister of Iraq, his plans are to pump money into the market. Well, that's the new small category notes. You're going to pump money into the market. The redenomination, the new currency, the new small category notes. Pump money. Anybody want a loan? Low interest? And he says, Mahdi, the Prime Minister of Iraq, is also going to increase the purchasing power of the individual. Add value to the currency for the citizens, like you promised. And increase the purchasing power of the individual in the hope of activating the outputs of revitalizing wealth. Revitalize an RI? I mean reinstatement? Oh, jeez. Good words. So to add purchasing power to the individual, the citizens, in the hope of activating, because they're live. In the hopes of activating the outputs of the revitalizing wealth, all right, and thus reflect positively on the living situation and welfare of the citizens. Yeah, because you just cannot fail with the citizens. All week you've been trying to get them in. George Foreman grill sets, top value green stamp. What do you need? What do you want? Get in here. Open the accounts. You know why? I'll tell you in a minute. So, anyways, this is wonderful. A man that is well known, respected by the government of Iraq and by the people of Iraq is coming out and telling the whole world, man, I was talking with Mahdi last week. This is my, what do you call it when you, this is my, not play, this is my...
role play.
Role play, but there's another word for it. Anyways. I mean, this is a friend of his. And he's coming out telling the whole world, my friend's plan is to pump money into the markets, the new small category notes, and to increase the purchasing power, to the citizens like he promised, and they've been blasting out for such a long time, of the individual, the citizen, in the hope of the activating, well, because they're alive, the outputs of revitalizing wealth and thus reflecting positively on the living situation and welfare of the citizens. The increase in salaries. Wow. The inclusion of new salary categories. And the expansion, of loan categories. And the increase of the beneficiary groups are positive measures in this direction. You think? So would a reinstatement, which is what he's asking for, and saying, what's up, buddy? Didn't we just have the family reunion, the barbecue last week at the backyard? Weren't you just telling me you were going to add purchasing power to your citizens? Well, what's up? No. What's up? I like that. Everybody. Me, you, these people. These are serious people. What's up, Marty? You got the final say. No. Another man does. And what did this other man tell you? To go or not to go? To be or not to be? Marty, one of your best friends is asking you, point blank. He ain't trying to embarrass you. He's asking you like I'm asking you, like the citizens are asking you. Like ever since the IMF told the whole world, you can do this, you can do this. You just got to grow up to it. I mean, here he is, and he goes on. He says, "Well, it seems to me that these are his plans, and the citizens of Iraq, it seems that the citizens they all have the skills in the field of employment and investment, and they will all invest and add money to the small projects." Throughout the loans and ultimately will contribute to the activation of the private sector movement and maximize the investment in the small projects that.
It's back.
We better hurry up, family. We're back, but we're losing Wi-Fi, and I apologize. If y'all could type in and let us know if it's messed up, if it's pixely, if you can't hear my voice, because I don't want to waste your time nor mine. So let me just simply say, go to post number 105. Here it is, by the way, if you want to see it, right there. Can they see it?
Mm-hmm.
Go there, please, and read this. Our analyzer, Militia Man, has already torn this apart. Beautiful work, by the way. I want you to go and study and talk about this in team chat. If you do, you might see me in there and talk to you like I did last night. In fact, what did I say in team chat last night? Well, look, here's what I want to tell you. It is important that the citizens of Iraq go into the banks, like I told you yesterday, to open accounts. It is important for a body to release the Krakenman. Just please. You're not going to get everybody to open up accounts. And I know the importance of the accounts. And I know you're trying your best to campaign right now to get them all in there, offering them all kinds of stuff, and especially with your commercials. But I don't think you should wait until everybody does. That's ridiculous. But family, in my opinion, why are they waiting? Do you remember last year, Walking Stick, his firm, 600 employees, they paid the citizens, according to the GOI. Wait, that's all we can do. So please let me know. Can you type?
You're back now.
We're back again? Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to just plow through this. Dear God, where did I leave off? Jan, can you help me? Walking Stick. Last year, his employees had to be paid according to the GOI at 1-to-1, only with the Iraqi dinars, and a second set of books, and some other stuff. Oh, they had to be paid electronically. Remember that? Okay, so those 4 things, look in your notes. Now, why is it right now that there's such a campaign to get the citizens to get in there? You read it in the articles, open up their accounts. Because Walking Stick and many other firms that worked with the GOI last summer to lift the first and second and third zero electronically, they were successful. They were successful. Do you hear me? They were successful paying the citizens via electronic bank accounts for the reinstatement testing. Citizens, for the love of purchasing power, open your accounts if you want to get what you deserve. Don't be greedy and just hold on to those dinars of 3 zeros. I got a lot to say, but I get a little frustrated, and I apologize if I did. But it looks like we plowed through, and I thank YouTube kindly for helping us to accomplish tonight. I want to read to you one last thing, and then we'll end it. I share this with you because this firefly is, well, first of all, firefly that that is with, I can't say the name either. Firefly in Saudi Arabia, thank you. Thank you. We're all very proud of you. I said Saudi Arabia tonight. made a mistake. Firefly that's in Baghdad in the marketplace. Thank you. Thank you. To your family, all of you that sit around the television watching, thank you. There's a sense of accomplishment. Um, there's a sense of success when you communicate with us to tell us that everything we're saying on our conference calls is everything you're hearing in Iraq. That's a good feeling. May I encourage you to continue to go to those banks and keep talking to them, because what did they tell you when you asked them yesterday, when can we use the ATM machines? What did they say? Very soon. Keep talking to them. Keep talking to them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do is end our conference call tonight by reading to you the latest of this Firefly. By the way, Firefly, we're going to christen you. You are Firefly 77. Firefly 77. Alrighty, here we go. Frank, we just heard from Firefly 77. He said today on the news, on the financial section, that they are showing the banking sector celebrating that they are now Basel II compliance. It says the bank representative on the commercial from all over Iraq attended a workshop that showed this for the entire financial news section on the television. The whole hour was dedicated to this. Also, they talked about ways money to be spent on reconstruction projects, especially for Mosul. Firefly 77 didn't see any info commercials today about the ATM machines. However, the new electronic billboards are still showing the ATMs and the information about them. Firefly 77 told us that the picture I sent, do you remember I told you I sent them a picture with cards and currency on it? And I showed it to you in yesterday's video. This is his comment. Firefly 77 told me that the picture that you sent to him looks like it might be the location where they are replacing the worn and old currency. But were not the new small category notes. And he has no news today on cards. Today is their holy day. They expect news to be less today. Firefly 77 closed in by saying a special thank you to Mr. Frank. Firefly 77 says that his entire family watches you, and they are so amazed at the things that you continue to be spot on. And he and his family actually see you and hear things that are happening that you're saying. Saturday today is a huge day for his market sales. So hopefully we will have more news Saturday. We will try to get more information on those new cards and send it to you as quickly as we can. Thank you. And then he responded, and he said this just a few minutes ago. Thank you, Frank. Firefly 77 is going to call me today at such and such time. I now have his report for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe we'll give you some more information on what's going on in the markets of Iraq, because these market people, they have these 3 zeros, and they got a lot of them. I mean, it's rolled up. It's like barrels of money. And they got to take it to the banks, and they got to get their, the low, like the 250, the 500s, in order to give change back. You see, there are no coins. There are no coins. And these marketers, oh my gosh, like let's say they sell a pin. Let's say it costs just, I don't know, 9 dinars. Okay, 9 dinars. And you hand them a 10 dinar bill, right? You're not going to get any change back. Well, give me a 1 dinar. There are no 1 dinars. Well, give me 4 quarters. There are no 4 quarters. Do you see the tragedy of what's going on? The common marketer, the common businessman loses money every day. It's a small percentage, but when you add it up over a year, it hurts. And that's because of the Keystone Cop Central Bank of Iraq, which is now the state of the art. I was talking with Walking Stick, and we were talking about these ATM machines, and he said, Frank, these things are they're amazing. They're beautiful. He said, we don't even have anything like that in the United States. It dispenses money, paper, coins, bars. I said, does it dispense cookies? And he said, no. I said, no, they're not that impressive. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I can keep talking and talking and talking. You know why? Because we have a lot of notes. But I'm done. And I wish you well. I pray for you, and I ask you to pray for us. And if you are not a member of my forum, would you come? It's free. Here, write this down. KTFalways.com. It stands for KeepTheFaithAlways.com. We're a Christian-based organization, and we keep the faith in God. KTFalways.com. Now, when you get to go to the top right-hand side, do you see the little banner up there that says, I think it says login or sign in or something? Click on it. And then the page comes up, but you're not a member. So create a username. Create something nice, okay? Don't call yourself something silly. We won't let you in. Okay. Number 2, a password. Well, that's between you and the computer. You can call it whatever you want. It has no feelings. And number 3, an email. Okay. Now, if you send a spam email, bye-bye. And the thing is, though, don't try to get in right away. When you put those 3 pieces of information up there, you got to wait 24 hours after you hit enter. And you know why? So my staff can look at your name and make sure that it's proper. We have children. We have young people. It's our responsibility to guide them in the proper way, not in an improper way. So sign up, go to ktfalways.com. Look on the top right-hand side, sign in, 3 pieces of information, hit enter, but wait 24 hours. Don't try to come in because you'll mess the whole system up. Wait 24 hours. And then my staff sends you an email. They say, hey, what's up? All right, come on in. You want to be part of ktfalways.com? Mm-hmm. Come on in. Use your password and your username. Okay. And look for my thread. My thread is called Frank26 Daily Posting. It'd be nice to have you say hello to me, and I'll respond. And inside of my forum, we do have something called Premium, but you can look at that later. In the meantime, God bless you. Y'all have a good day, okay? Let's see what these knuckleheads do tomorrow, man. Every day. It's like they're announcing the reinstatement. And if it isn't the CBI, it's somebody else that does it. What did Walking Stick say? Frank, tell them they're not going to beat the CBI to the punch. Only the CBI knows when. I'm going on a walkabout. Would you like to join me? Unfortunately, you're going to have to gear up and suit up. I'll meet you on Tranquility Base. Reflector